Hey everyone, Arthur Gaming here, and I have a couple exciting new products from Wizkids Games. It's another section in their line of 4D terrain, and these are their Warlock dungeon tiles. They come in this nice box here. There's quite a few of them. I think the MSRP is $99.99 on this. There's quite a bit of stuff in here. We got some nice floors, which as you can see are reversible, which is kind of neat. So wood on one side, stone on the other. There's those couple big ones, and there's a ton of little floors. So there's a ton of these little 2x2 floors, a whole row of them. We have some walls, which I'm going to show you how to put all this stuff together in a moment. But you got a bunch of walls here. We have some corner pieces. So these are outside corners, so they go on the outside of a corner like that. I'll show you that again in a moment. And then we have some inside corner pieces. So if you have a couple of blocks like this and you need an inside corner piece like that, we have those too. And then we have some end pieces, which if you just have a couple of these walls together and you need an end piece like a corner piece to make a corner, you can do that as well. In addition to having this whole array of pieces, they have some inside pieces as well. So the interesting thing is you have these inside walls, which are thinner, and they go between the pieces and they stand up, and now you've got an internal wall that just slides in between the tiles. They also have some nice doorways with the doorways actually open, and then they have some internal doorways as well. Again, slide between the tile doors. These don't open. The slide between the tile ones do not open, but the other ones do. And they include to have some double doors as well, which is kind of awesome. So these all go together with these Warlock clips. There's a little bit of a trick to these. Warlock clips. Oops. So these are a little bit of a trick to these. It took me a little bit to figure them out. So if you see on the side of all the tiles, there's these little clip holes. And you kind of slide a clip in until it clicks like that. And now here's where the hard part was. When I first started doing this, I was just trying to jam two pieces together. And it worked, but it wasn't as easy. So now if you just tilt it a little bit to the side, they clip it. Much easier. Much easier. And then you slide piece on. Bang. Here, and then there we go. These go together nice and easy once you know how to do it. Again, you can drop some doorways down between them. So you see a doorway in the middle. The doorway stays in there pretty good. The bonus to this is with them clipping together is, in theory, you could clip together an entire room and then you could carry it from place to place to place. Again, kind of tilt it, and then you're going to slap it on there. What I have found to be easier is you clip these in, push them down, do these in rows. So yes, you could just take this here and clip it, but then there's going to be no connection between this piece and this piece below it. So what I like to do is, again, take another one, put your clip in, oops, hang on that, clip in, tilt it till it goes in, clip together, right? Now, take two rows and clip these together. There we go. My clips are new, so there we go. Now I have a little 4x4 area. We can do the same things with our walls. So our walls have little clips on the bottom of them as well. You're going to slide your clip in the spot. Again, tighten it down, and this is just going to go bang, clipped in there. And we can take a couple of these and do the same thing with them. I'll show you. We'll build like a little room here. Make sure I get it in there. And the good thing about this is too, when you're done, so there's that. Now here's where that little corner piece comes in that I was talking about. You got a corner. You didn't use a corner piece, which I'm going to show you that in a minute, but you have a big corner piece you could use. We didn't in this case. So this little corner piece just slides right into here. and I got a corner. So maybe if you're making a few and you've run out of corner pieces or something along those lines, you could easily make a new corner there. I'm going to slap a couple clips in here. And then we're going to take this corner piece, we're going to attach it. Maybe, if I do this right. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. There we go. Let's just do one on it. I haven't quite learned the trick yet on how to put two on at the same time. But with some practice, I'm sure I could get it. And now we could do a nice doorway here. Again, put the clip in till it clicks. Then you tilt it up one and down one, and it's really in there. Believe me, that's much easier once I learned how to do that than the way I was originally doing it, which was not easy at all. Because I was just trying to brute strength jam it in there, and it was not working. So again, a couple more, and then I'll also show you quickly how to take them apart, which is basically just the opposite of what I'm showing you now. And now where they're not overly easy to get together, that's good because it means they don't fall apart on you either, right? So once I got this room set up, I'm going to put my little corner pieces in again, so I have my nice neat corners, right? And get the corner pieces set in here. The bonus is I can pick this room up and I can take it around, right? Here's the room. I can take it. I could have it off camera. I could have it off the table somewhere else, and then when I need it for my game, I could then boom, bring it in, drop it on the table. The doors can open. If this were like a longer hallway or something, I could take some of these thin walls and we could drop them right down here in the middle. Maybe take one of those in a doorway, and now all of a sudden, get that in there. Now look, now we got two rooms, right? Now we got a double door into this little tiny room, and then we got another doorway going into another small room here. So they're pretty versatile. You can build quite a bit with them. I mean, you have quite a number of floors, walls, lots of corners, outer corners, inner corners. I mean, you have a whole. Oh yeah, actually, there's a couple more things here too. So there's all these walls. There's a lot of walls. They even have a couple of longer hallway pieces. So the good thing about these is it's easy to make a nice hallway. The bad thing is there's no place to drop these in the middle if you wanted to drop a doorway. So if you're going to do something like that, take the regular pieces here and build it with this, and then you can drop the doors and stuff in the middle. Like I said, the other good thing about this is too, what I really enjoy is that they are double-sided. The floors are. The floors are double-sided. The walls are not. The walls are all stone. But the floors can be wooden, right? So if you wanted to do some sort of a wooden piece or something, I know coming out soon they're going to have a taverns set, which is another set this size, also $99.99 I think it is. And it's all tavern walls and tavern floors. So you're going to get a lot of wooden floors and that sort of stuff. So it's kind of cool that you can do the same floor pieces in both sets, and you could buy a couple sets, you know, one of each or something, and you have lots of room for making floors for your taverns. Now, on top of all this greatness we have, first let me show you how to take these apart again. So here we go. Now, the trick is exactly the same way we just put them together. Kind of tilt it, and it comes right out. Same thing with this. Don't try and just pull straight on it. You can, but if you tilt it first, it unclips right out. Much easier. Once I learned that, this was so much easier to take apart and put together. There's also, quickly, some of these which actually hide some of your edges. So if you have a wall, an exposed area where the clips go, you can clip these on, and now all of a sudden the edges is closed off, and you no longer see the holes. So there's a bunch of those in a package too that you can use. And then last but not least, all this stuff, we have the doorways. Doorways and arches. These are pretty cool. So there's a whole slew of cool little doorways They are on like a clear base. So you could set them like in the middle of a hallway. Like if we had a hallway set up here, we could kind of just set this right in the middle of the hallway and show it off. They do open. So they're open. This is kind of like a sewer grate looking thing, which is kind of cool. I like that one. There is a porkless that you might have maybe on a castle or something, and it does actually go up. So boom, lifts right up, right? Pretty cool. I think my wife's favorite one, I think, is this one, which is actually a wall. It's a secret door, which is kind of cool. And it revolves right around in a circle, so you could just open it, pop it however you want. But it's a cool little secret door. You get up dropped in the middle of the hallway somewhere. The minis come down. Here we got like Ark and the Cruel's on his way through the dungeon. Boom, he kicks it open and then works his way through. Right? So that's pretty great. So there's some pretty cool doorways and archways here. I don't remember the MSRP on the set for doorways and stuff off the top of my head, but they have little doors that got kind of open here and show you like an inside. There's hatches. There's all sorts of cool little pieces in here as well to help enhance this. So this is the Wizkids 4D terrain, the new Warlock terrain that they have. You will notice too that the walls are like half size. So the walls don't completely block your minis. The idea is it gives you a better view of your minis in the dungeon, and you still know where the walls are, but you can still see yourself to move your mini around if you happen to be across a table or something. So again, 4D terrain, Wizkids games, awesome people. These guys are coming out soon. May 19th, the release date. I know they have a couple things planned. They have the doorways and arches. They have, the tavern terrain set up. So they have some really cool stuff coming. Check those guys out at Wizkids Game on Instagram, www.wizkids.com. As always, guys, like and subscribe to my video. Comment, let me know what kind of things you're looking for. I got lots of content up. Follow me on Instagram at the Arthur of Gaming. And as always, everybody, please stay safe.